Hello guys. Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of Too Many Games. I almost said Anime Next, and oh my god, today was so amazing in that I didn't actually go. Yeah, you know this little 3-day pass? Well, I only went to 2 days because guess what? Lots of things happened. Car troubles seem to have happened at the very last minute as I was heading to the con, to the point where I couldn't even get it fixed before I could arrive there or even go home. So I'm still in Pennsylvania at the moment, and it's Monday, and I missed day 3, which sucks because I really wanted to see more and take more pictures. I wanted to see if there was any more cosplayers. I know it's a cool down day. I also wanted to see some Call Me Johnny for real because I didn't actually. But it's whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine. So instead of actually going over what happened in day 3, I kind of just want to talk about the con as a whole and just rally my thoughts. Like, this year, I don't know. It was a nice con. It was a very nice small convention. I expected it to be a lot bigger for some reason. Like, I don't know if they had it at different venues the past few years. I don't know if they've had it just changed over time. I don't know. But it felt mostly small. I mean, it felt like a big crowd was coming into a fairly smaller convention. Like, it didn't feel like it was like super high-end, like, oh my god, like this is PAX or Anime Next levels of big. It felt like AVGC, like one of those, like, I wouldn't say mini cons because it still lasted 3 days, and there was a lot of like really huge content creators as well as like musicians and artists of all kinds. Like, it was still pretty big for a convention, but it just felt a little personal, you know? I actually really hoped to have seen more indie gameplay because I was gonna spend most of today doing the indie game shit. And while I really wanted to play #Blood and see what that looked like, but I guess I won't. Maybe I'll look for it online and see, look into it more. But it looks cool. It looks really cool aesthetically, anyway. And I can't wait to maybe play it. Possibly, that'd be super cool. The staff was really nice. They weren't like overly bossy or pushy. They kept things in line. They kept things in check. All the creators that I saw that were there were really nice. All the people that cosplayed were really great. Some of the ones that were just really nice people overall. There were some really good people to talk to, and just randomly. I don't know if I guess at Anime Next would be the closest other thing, but some people were really nice to talk to, and they were just genuinely having genuinely good conversations about video games, and it was just great. It just happened to like the same guy or happened to like the same creator, and it's just you got some connections. I didn't really make any connections, but I talked to some really nice people, like the girl that was sitting next to me, who helped me record some of Thorn Controllers. That was great. Some of the guys that I was talking to before, the Vine Sauce panel, and I was talking to Imakuni. Imakuni is a sweetheart. Oh my god. For real. I'm so glad I at least got a picture before I left. I don't know. I really wish I got a picture with Vinny, with him having the deadest stare, but maybe next year. It's not like I'm not without, see, this is the part where I would show, all the stuff I got, from the con, except I really only got, memorabilia from the Vine Sauce thing because, I didn't go on the final day. So what I did get was here's a plug. Yeah, this is happening. Here's a plug. Vine Sauce's Hope. It's happening in July 19th to 20th.
Yeah, super topical, right?
Also from the Vine Sauce panel, from the autograph signing, I got some hand sanitizer. Limited edition It says Dr. Vinny Scum Removal. Dr. Vinny Scum Removal is what that says. And then I got some, which I did use some of this. And then I got some Vine Sauce Big Jape chapstick. And it says, infused with refreshing vine shroom in every tube. Foolproof crust prevention. So, and you got this little vine sauce hand on mouth. And then all the drug facts are underneath all this. So, technically, and I guess the last thing would be the actual pamphlet, which is Animal Crossing themed. Same with some of the shirts. I don't remember if too many games last year took the Mario Odyssey theme. Because I think it was out by then, or at least the trailers were out by then. I think last year had the Mario Odyssey theme, and this year had an Animal Crossing theme. So, you could get shirts if you wanted to. There's a whole bunch of like creators and vendors and all this kind of stuff. Here's another event that they do called Gifts for Gamers, and it's like a 1 day. It's like a 1 day too many games. That's also a charity event. It's also nice. It's really great. All that stuff. And I would have gotten some perlers. I would have gotten some like actual posters. I would have probably gotten a hat or two, maybe a plushie. I was thinking of getting all those things on Sunday, and I never did. It so annoys me how that happened. I mean, what happened in the meanwhile? I played Galgun. I played Senran Kagura Estival Versus with my friend who beat it last night, and then completed the game. And I beat Cadence of Hyrule finally. I mean, I also played a little bit of Senran Kagura, but like the most important thing is that I beat Cadence of Hyrule finally, and it's such a good game. And oh my god, it's so great. It's so good. It's so good. Jules and Adri did some amazing like guitarist and vocal work. The other like sound designers on the game are great. All the artists, the whole game is beautiful and great. It's just great. I might play it again because it's so great. It's just a Zelda randomizer that you can get for real, so there's replayability all over the place, and oh my god, it's so great. I had some fun with Smash Brothers. I had some fun with Mario Kart. Had some fun playing Melee in Super Smash 64. There's some fun watching Throne Controllers, watching Vinny's panel, watching a little bit of the Epic Rap Battles panel before the Throne Controllers panel. The whole thing was an experience. The food was shit. At least the pizza was garbage. The chicken, one of the 4 things of chicken I got was undercooked, and everything was really expensive. So I would not advise for the food. And I was gonna give the cheese fries a try, but I was like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm not giving you my money. So, I don't know. It was fun. It was great. I really hope that I get to go next year. I also really hope that I get to go to more cons in general. Especially like the bigger ones. Like I want to experience the closest thing to a big con that I've experienced is Anime Next. But that's because like Anime Next is like I would assume based on like how big, I'd assumed it was a big con because the location that it was originally held in was also like not super huge, but it spanned like 3 buildings, and there was almost always people surrounding that area. So like I figured like it was going to be a big con. And I think it still is fairly big, but like, I'd say in terms of like PAX East looks enormous compared, and even BlizzCon looks like bigger, and E3 is probably like the biggest. So like in terms of that kind of size, I feel like Anime Next is like a little bit smaller than that. But I feel like that's the biggest con I've been to, and I love it. I love it. I'm not saying anything bad about Anime Next, but I just want to experience one of like the big heads of gaming conventions, of anime conventions, like, you know, Anime Expo, MomoCon, PAX East, MagFest, like all that stuff, and it'd be great. PAX Prime, PAX South. I went to PAX Unplugged. That's the only PAX I've been to, and that was 2 years ago. That's where I met my Overwatch buddy. In any case, Too Many Games is great. There are a lot of great things about it, and I hope to go next year. This is definitely staying with a bunch of the other memorabilia, and by memorabilia I mean I keep all my badges just to remember the cons by. If I don't have any merch, I keep the badge, and even if I do have merch, I like keeping the badge anyway. It's just a nice reminder of like where I've been to. Plus, you know, it's just such an experience. This is also the first con I've been to by myself. Well, I mean, I guess the first con I went to by myself was AVGC last year, but that was a one-day thing. This is the first time I went to an entire convention by myself for all 3 days without anybody else really going with. Which is also an experience, because I mean, it's a little bit more freedom in what I want to do, but at the same time, like, if there's nothing to do, then I leave early just thinking like, okay, I guess I'm done. I don't really have much else to do. That's just how it goes, and you know, it's not like that's a bad thing per se. It's just it's a different kind of feeling, you know. I always have this idea envisioned, and I don't think PJ would be up for it, but I always had this idea of just all of us hanging out together at a convention, and just going through like the whole weekend, just hanging out, like looking at cosplay, getting games, and all that shit. It's just, that's the picture I had in mind. We'd all be in cosplay of either different characters or theming of the same characters, and it would just be amazing. I don't think that's, I mean, obviously there's financial reasons and, you know, location reasons, and in terms of PJ's case, lazy reasons, but there's reasons that, you know, it may not happen either soon or at all. But it's always a nice thought I have in the back of my head, and it's something that I would like to have happen, especially when we get like a good recording session out of it too, and just something special, like if we were all to do, I don't know, say Dokapon Kingdom. Anyway, I'm done rambling. The con was fun, the ones that I went to anyway. And I can't wait to go next year, especially when Animal Crossing comes out. And that's going to be like a lot of people's like thing, because there's probably going to be a meetup for Animal Crossing. That would be great. That'd be very great. Animal Crossing will have been out, so will the next Zelda, so will probably Mario Maker 2. That's going to be a big thing for like the con. That's going to probably be its own tournament. And just, oh man. The future of gaming is interesting. It doesn't matter. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for joining me throughout the con adventure-ish, from what I could actually get. And I guess I'll see you guys for another video. Take care, have a lovely day, and in the words of our darling Isabel, see you guys later. I'm very tired.